Hello, my friends. Last month, I talked to you about making care calls to your database and what a wonderful time of year it is simply to share gratitude with them. And it is still the perfect time of year to continue making those calls. They're easy ones to make, and they make the person receiving them feel so fabulous and loved. And as I was thinking about us ending the year and where we are, one of the many things that we should all be looking at right now for 2024 is how we are going to capture or keep the mind share of everyone in our database. When they think of real estate or anyone in their world is considering a real estate move, how do we ensure that they only have one name that comes to mind? Yours. And that starts with us being intentional about capturing and keeping that mind share. Think of how well the brands that you use daily stay in front of you. It is through a very well thought out plan and one that they execute. And for us, it means that we have to do exactly the same. So, over these last few weeks of the year, if you have not done so already, sit down and create that mindshare calendar. How are you going to be in front of your database 36 to 52 times next year? Now, that might sound like a lot. And yet, when you think about how often those brands are in front of you, it's probably more than once a week. And guys, it's just as simple as sitting down with a calendar and mapping it out. And I'd like you to think about doing it through a multi-channel approach. First of all, the quarterly phone calls using the DTD2 system, right? That's a no-brainer we have to do. It's the linchpin that makes everything else work. Think about emails, direct mail, client events, call in to wins. What is going to be your way that you capture that mind share? Now, depending on where you live, be sure to check on whether a call in to win is legal in your area, because they're not legal in all states. And now, as you think about these ideas, think about the emails. What could some of those emails be? Are 12 touches just a monthly newsletter? Could another be a market update where the email that you send has a video of you interpreting the data? Because that's really powerful, right? Because then they get to see and hear you. When you think about direct mail, what are some of the items of value that you could send that might have shelf life, something that they would hang on to? Could it be a calendar of local events? What about a QR code to your curated list of five-star professionals or other service providers? And by the way, those don't all have to relate to real estate or home ownership either. I mean, think about becoming their lifestyle concierge so that they begin calling you when they're looking to pay for a service or visit a business. And that puts you in a position to help businesses in your community, which is also going to bring referrals your way also. Now, when you think about events, think about the people in your database. Think about things that would benefit them. For instance, for families, is it an Easter egg hunt? And maybe the time with the Easter bunny, like the Easter bunny is there, somebody run a costume and do that. Or is it happy hour around March Madness? Think about people in your database that might be introverts. Maybe it's a movie night that would allow them to support you and not have to be in a highly social situation. What are the things that you could plan that would appeal to everybody so that at some point during the year, you get to be in front of them and they get to feel like they're supporting you? Now, the key here is just simply to create your plan for 2024 and then put it all on the calendar. So all you have to do every single week is execute what is on that calendar. If events are on there, calendar out when the touches are going to start 6 weeks prior to the event and the touches that happen after the event. Here's the thing. We know that nearly 90% of all sellers and past buyers say that they would use their real estate agent again, and that only 12 to 18% do. Guys, it's lack of keeping the mind share that you already had that causes that to happen. And in the market that we find ourselves in right now, let's work smarter. Let's hang on to the precious mind share by creating a plan as we go into 2024. From myself and everyone else at the BT Homes Group, we wish you and your family a very happy holiday season, and let's work together in 2024.